Eminent domain is what we learned about too in real estate. And again, I'm just seeing these things of how I didn't really realize how they affected us until now that we're talking about these things, because I don't know. When they were teaching me, Deshone, make sure when you're dealing with any real estate client, you are aware of these things, because these are the things that you could lose your license. And it's like, okay, wow. Why is it that serious? Well, it's that serious because these policies were used to destroy entire communities. And when you start to consider if these things are still happening, then you start talking about big lawsuits, or a big lawsuit is reparations. That's really what it is. It's you're liable for these things. So what is... Listen, as we continue, because we have a lot more towns to talk about, I want to ask, what was the restitution for the destruction of these cities? We already know, just on the basis of fact, not opinion, on the basis of fact, that the cities that we've laid out and the cities we're continuing to lay out in this episode were government-sanctioned, destroyed. Like the government had a hand in it. The government allowed certain things to happen the cities never recovered from. And so when we look and say, okay, all right, redlining changed the history of real estate law in this country. Eminent domain, these things, but let's take discriminatory policy. Redlining itself. Who got a check because they were redlined? Who got a check because they had to suffer the economic loss of redlining in their cities?